Hello everyone, and welcome to Galaxy 89 Cars. Now today I'm joined by Daryl from EV Hire, a name you've probably heard in my content quite a bit before. Just in case you haven't heard that name, this is Daryl. Why don't you introduce EV Hire to the people that haven't heard much about the company before and kind of what you offer?
We are predominantly performance electric, self-drive hire, and performance SUVs, essentially.
Yep.
We're going for 3 years now. Got quite a decent fleet growing. Today's a big day for us,
which we'll get into in a second. We won't talk about that just yet.
No, okay. Jumping we're a self-drive hire, performance electric company.
And so it's UK, EU?
Just UK for now. We're based in South London, but we cover the whole of the UK.
And what kind of products, what can people, I mean obviously they can go and use the link in the description of the video to check out everything, but just so they're watching, what can they expect to be able to hire from you?
So performance Teslas for now, book it all online. There's a fully automated booking platform that works out your delivery charges if you're outside of the 50-mile zone. We can deliver anywhere in the UK. Fully automated process. You book online in under 2 minutes.
Okey-dokey.
And the car arrives at your door.
Really good. And you do, so you do deliveries, they can come collect as well. So, right, so as you said, as you alluded to, today is a very big day for your company because we're heading down to Porsche Centre Portsmouth where we're going to spec out a pretty interesting car. Now, the fact that you've just been talking about, specialising in electric cars should really give that away, but why don't you tell the audience what we're going to spec today?
Well, today, we're going to spec the Porsche Taycan, which we've been waiting for, and I think today is the launch day anyway.
It is the world premiere.
So really excited to jump into the Porsche brand.
Obviously, so this will be your first Porsche. This is going to be added to your fleet, so anyone watching this video when the car comes out and when it's collected, of course we'll do more content around that, but I mean they'll all be able to hire that the exact same way they'll be able to hire the Model X performance cars.
So we like to share these quite rare cars, so we never do standard stuff. We like to do the sort of the P100Ds and the Teslas, and this Porsche Taycan looks really, really interesting car, and to be able to share that with people who want to experience what Porsche has to offer on the electric side, that's where we come in. So we're really excited. Obviously a huge day for Porsche because it's the world premiere of their first fully electric performance car. It's a huge day for EV Hire because you're going to hopefully we're going to be speccing one out, adding one to your fleet. But it's also a really good important day, and making this video can be a really useful tool for anyone who's interested in Taycan or any potential customers or any Tesla customers or other customers of EV brands that want to get into a brand like Porsche that's got so much history with performance cars. So obviously we're going to be hopefully showing all the options that are available to be spec for the car. So why don't we get back on the road, because obviously we're parked up at the moment, and we'll catch up with you again when we reach Porsche Centre Portsmouth. Cool. As you can see, we've obviously reached Porsche Centre Portsmouth. We've just watched the world unveiling of the brand new Taycan, trying to pronounce it properly. Some pretty amazing statistics and facts. We're finally in the configurator room now with Daryl and the screens and all the different leathers and materials over there and different paint options over here. Just waiting for our guy to come back. But before the salesman, Lewis, gets finished with what he's got to do, I thought I'd just kind of run through some of the main facts and figures with you. And try and see how you feel about your kind of new addition. So it's obviously, for the one you're going to go for, probably the Turbo S, the full-fat version. That means you get 754 brake horsepower, 1,050 newton-meters of torque, 2.8 seconds to 62, and a top speed of 161 miles per hour. It's pretty impressive, isn't it? Yeah, impressive specs. I think Turbo S is we want to give the top you can get, the top spec, basically. That's how we've always done all of our other cars. Turbo S makes sense for us, for sure. And we've got some decisions to make now.
Lots of decisions.
A lot of decisions.
We've already had a very brief look through the configurator. Very brief look. We haven't gone through all of it yet. We can already see, if you're familiar with the Porsche configurator, you'll know that there's absolutely almost unimaginable amount of options and customization that you can get. So this is going to be a really interesting process. So yeah, just waiting for Lewis to come back. What other things did they say? So it was a distance of about 260 miles on a charge, something like that.
Yeah. One of the things I liked to hear was the charging.
Mm-hmm.
You can do 100-kilometre charge in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's pretty substantial.
The caveat with that is that it is with a 200 kilowatt charger, which is like non-existent, isn't it? At the moment? It seems pretty rare.
There's a few of them.
Yeah. But I mean, if we just go and say half that, I mean, you should be able to get pretty decent range just out of our supercharger.
Yeah.
So salesman Lewis has joined us over here.
That's me.
Yeah, that's it. So as we can see here, you can obviously help us run through this and choose Darrell's spec. But there are two options to choose from at the beginning, right? So it's first edition and Mission E. Obviously with first edition, it's a pretty huge spec available with that. Mission E looks like a little bit less, but it's got like the sport design back, which is pretty interesting. But you can also go for just start from basic as well, can't you?
So if we start from just Mission E, and then we can go through. So is this the Mission E or is this the?
This is the start from scratch.
Yeah,
start from scratch. Okay, fine.
That's fine. Yeah,
okay.
So got quite a few colours. There's some there that I expected to be there. So like racing yellow and guards red, for example. They don't seem to be there. They're all kind of cool colours, so I guess it makes sense being an electric car maybe. What do you think, Darrell, based on?
Well, I think it's going to be between a white, a black, or a grey. I think.
Yeah.
Fairly sensible colours. I think that's what we're going to go for.
Mm-hmm.
The launch colour was white.
Yeah.
Which I think is really nice. It'll be one of those colours, I think.
So sort of monotone.
Yeah.
So moving down, go to the wheel options. So 3 wheel options. Well, 2 main kind of designs. One of them has carbon at the end, right?
This one.
Yeah. So one of them's got
Carbon aero blades.
Carbon aero blades. It's a pretty significant fee on that one, but I mean they'll look great. And they're all 21 inches, all 3.
That's correct.
Wheel designs. Okay.
And all centre locks as well.
They're all centre locking. Okay. So I mean, what do you think about that?
Lovely choices. I would probably err on the side of caution, and being in the game we're in, the wheel's going to get curved. So having carbon in the wheel,
of course,
is going to be a risky option. But they're all 21 inch, so you're not really losing out by going for a more basic option. So probably go for a more basic option on that one.
Yeah. And they'll look pretty good as well.
They look
They
look really nice.
Right, so if we move down and we just go to the kind of interior options. So there are 3 main options. You've got the kind of basic kind of leather, and then from the launch video they were talking about, it's the first leather-free interior, which is pretty interesting. And then you've got the club leather underneath that, which is like, I guess, the premium leather option. So basic kind of colours, black, is that brown, grey, red, tan?
That's it. Yeah. So 2 beige and chalk, black and chalk.
Can we see the black and red? Let's see what that looks like.
It's not bad actually. Do you think that could be an option?
It could be an option.
Yeah?
Yeah, it could be an option. I think I'd always go leather.
Yeah. So you wouldn't be tempted to go for the leather free?
I don't think so.
No.
I'm sure a lot of people won't be happy with that.
All right. So there are 2 seating options after that.
Yeah.
There's the 14-way and 18-way. Both will neither have an additional fee attached to them. But aesthetically, if we could like jump to the other view, and we could just take a look at how they look. Yeah.
So that's the 14-way, and then you've got the 18-way. There we go.
I think it's a bit slow, maybe. There we go. There's the change. Okay, they're both good seat designs. They actually look really, really good in leather, red leather rather. So what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably go 18-way, I think.
Yeah.
That's the 14-way show at the moment.
Yeah, that's the 14-way. Yeah.
Yeah, I think 18-way is what I'd go for on that one.
Yeah. Okay, so if we go down, what do we have next? So we've got things like the Sport Design package, which obviously changes the exterior.
Can we see what it looks like on the exterior? That's the back one.
So on that, just under the lights, you see the carbon. I think the carbon strip is a bit bigger. Does it change the back at all?
It does, yes. Let's take it off.
Let's see how it changes it. Oh yeah, okay. Some of these things popping up.
Okay, I can see. Yeah, that's definitely an option.
Yeah, it makes it a bit more aggressive, doesn't it? The Sport Design pack.
Yeah.
Then you have things like the electric folding mirrors, Sport Design mirrors, the side logos.
So do the electric mirrors come as standard, do you think, or is that's an option?
They come as standard folding option, but then obviously you can
With the
include
lighting.
courtesy lighting.
Yeah, it's just the lighting.
Yeah.
So they can have little paddle lights underneath, or they can say Porsche
trims as well.
Yeah.
Little declination.
Yeah, you can put the thing that's around the side, isn't it?
That's it.
Yeah, and then you can remove it from the rear as well.
Okay.
Deletion. Yeah. Sort of about what comes in it, drivetrain and chassis.
Yeah.
So electric drive. So I guess that's just a powertrain.
That's correct.
Yeah. Porsche dynamic chassis control. That's obviously a big option.
Yeah.
So that's like anti-roll bars, stiff suspension, that kind of stuff.
Have that for sure.
And then
ceramic
brakes as well.
But these would be in black calipers rather than the
yellow.
The yellow calipers.
Yeah.
It's interesting because yellow's standard on Porsche for PCCV usually, isn't it?
It is,
yeah. So they've changed it for this one.
So they released it on the gold exclusive option. They released it on that car, the black calipers.
So I thought it was going to be when we were coming into this, I was expecting it to be kind of more like a Panamera e-hybrid, so it'd have like lime green like accents and things like that. But yeah, it doesn't seem to. So what do we have? So we have lighting and vision next. So we have the Matrix headlights. So that's the 4 that come at the front.
That's it. That's correct. Yeah.
That's a nice option.
Yeah, and then stuff like panoramic roof, privacy glass, etc. So
yeah, so you've got the privacy glass, the thermal acoustic insulated glass as well.
Yeah.
And then you can go further as well with the privacy glass.
Huge amount of options with this.
So many options. Yeah.
So moving down.
Normal park assist options. With the surround view as well.
Yeah.
And then you've got the Inno drive, night vision assist.
So Inno drive is that basically just like an enhanced type of cruise control?
Yes. Yeah. Correct.
Okay, and then usual stuff.
Yeah. That's cruise control comfort access. And interior, obviously you can change the different types of interior. You've got the ambient lighting and the ventilated seats.
So ambient lighting, that's 7 colour ambient lighting.
That's it. That's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
That's nice. I think that's worth getting for sure.
Yeah. Now moving down. So you've got seat ventilation, seat massage.
And you've got the heated steering wheel.
Yeah.
And then you've got the new accent packages in black, chrome, the gold looking colour, and then the dark silver.
So that basically just certain elements of the interior, it just makes those.
Can we look at the gold? Or then is it neodyme?
Yeah.
So what that looks like.
I think the website slogan is being bombarded by different Porsche people.
There you go, you can see it in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a bit red and gold. It's a bit garish. So I wouldn't advise, but that'd be an interesting spec if you went for that.
Then down to the seat belts, where you can change the colour of the seat belts.
Yeah.
And the sports chrono clocks and dials
so
change.
Is there an option for sport chrono, or does that come standard?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. So that means that you will get launch control with this.
That's correct.
Awesome. So.
The 2+1 rear system. That's referring to the rear seats.
That's it. Yeah.
So if you don't see that, is that a bench seat?
Yes, that's correct.
Right. Okay. So when you do to get them, you've got the 2 defined seats at the back.
And then the one in the middle.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, that could be an interesting
then
option.
you've got you can see the different interior options. So you've got the Race Tech, which is like the Alcantara, the leather, the woods, carbon and aluminium, just changing different elements inside the car.
So out of those, going back to the seats briefly, that could like massively change whether you go for the bench or the two more defined seats on either side. That could hugely define kind of what kind of basically car you're offering to people.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so out of those interior options in terms of the inserts, what do you reckon out of that? What sort of thing do you like?
I mean, I quite like the aluminium.
Yeah.
I think that's quite decent. It depends what interior. It all depends what interior I go for.
Yeah. Aluminium, carbon is always a strong choice.
Potentially carbon. Yeah. It's good to see all this options here, but we'd have to spend some time in a minute and really.
Yeah, for sure.
Go through this in proper detail.
Then audio and communication.
Passenger display. That's worth having.
Yeah, I think so. It's different to normal.
Yeah, it's kind of like in other performance cars, they're sort of bringing that out on the side as well, so that's pretty nice to be able to have.
Mr. Sound system.
And people can mess around with the functions, not have to lean over or anything.
Yeah.
You know, with the Burmester, is Bose standard?
I'm not sure.
Bose is standard. Okay, and 14 speaker with a sub, so not bad at all. That's a pretty decent spec. And then e-performance, which obviously no one's ever.
So this is just going into more of how you would like to charge the car, just different options.
I mean, that might be an unfair question to pose to you, but do you know anything about what Porsche plans on sort of infrastructure of charging and that kind of stuff?
No, they don't give us any more information than you guys see. Unfortunately, on that side of it.
Do you think you'll have chargers at Porsche centres?
We will. Yeah, we will. We are investing in that side of it. It's just when we're seeing it.
Okay.
Interesting.
And is this pretty much it?
That's it. That's it. Yeah.
Awesome. Obviously, that was a very quick run through of the specs. Obviously, this being a new car, and there's probably going to be a collection day where we'll feature the whole spec. We wanted to bring up some kind of hype, to build up some hype for it. So we'll go into the spec obviously more detailed. But I mean, I think what we've seen is some pretty good options.
Definitely.
You've got some food for thought.
You'll probably be here for the next 5 hours now choosing which options to go for.
Yeah. So and that full spec will of course be posted in the full collection video of the car, which will happen when we find out. We've just finished speccing the car. Obviously you saw, like we just said a second ago, we just basically ran through everything. It was more to kind of give Daryl an idea before we go into it kind of properly, before he went into it properly. But it's also to give you guys an idea of the kind of things that you can expect from Porsche Taycan and what you can expect from Daryl's Porsche Taycan. Because obviously we hinted at some things, and if you were listening very, very carefully, I think you'd be able to pick up on what you could find. You seem pretty interested and pretty happy with what Porsche presented.
Yeah, 100%. I think we nailed the spec.
Yeah.
I'm very happy with what we've chosen.
Yeah.
I'm hoping my customers will be happy with it. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
It's picking a spec that the customers will enjoy, and that's what I'm always got in mind when we're speccing a car. I think we did it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a really good spec. People obviously find out more, like we said. Of course, with anything like this, there will be a collection video.
Absolutely.
Sort of unveiling the whole thing that'll come. We don't know when yet. Probably a few months' time.
A few months away, yeah.
But obviously, I mean, I can't wait for that video. I'm a huge Porsche enthusiast anyway, but you must be pretty damn excited.
Yeah, I can't wait.
That day.
Cannot wait.
Anyway, so thank you again for involving me in this process, Dale. Really appreciate it. And looking forward to collecting the car.
Looking forward to it.
Cheers.